Merry Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
This is Claudia.
This is Wesser. Oh,
Hey.
yes. I'm sorry.
Don't use that.
No, that's a
Yeah.
nephew.
If
nephew
we can
words.
edit that out, let's.
Oh, no.
Well, no. Okay,
No.
I'll leave it. Hey, how many days is it till Christmas?
I believe 9 days.
9
Woohoo!
days. Hey, what have you got me?
Nothing yet. Oh, boy, it's going to be good. Santa's going to be good.
You know what I got you?
I can't wait. What?
I got you a chainsaw this year.
It usually goes like that. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Are
Hey,
you? Okay.
no, I'm not. You know, tonight we're going to do the Advent candle here in a little bit.
Yep.
We started that last week, and tonight we're going to move to the second candle, and that's so cool. People have been talking about that. Hey, right now it's not too late to start a party right now, a group party, and
Ooh, party.
share this with your friends because tonight's going to be really cool. What Claudia has is going to be super. But the band's going to be playing, the vocal team. It's going to be some great
I
time.
wish we could just have the band just right around us. Wouldn't that be fun? And they just rocking out while, right here in the house.
Yeah, all right. And
We
I
could bring them in. I wonder
and
if
I-
we could do that.
And I was thinking I could sing too.
Yeah.
We could sing it. We
As
could
I
sing
was
it.
saying-
We could sing a duet. Wouldn't that be cool? Duet.
I've been asked not to sing, so
Who asked you not to
want
sing?
somebody on staff that knows music.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, well, let's go.
All right, so tonight we've got some really cool things planned. We got a great worship time, and then we're going to do the second candle of the Advent wreath candle. Wreath, am I saying that right?
Yes, Wes.
Okay, so I feel like there's some patience issues here.
Well, we just need to keep going.
All right, we'll keep going. So what are we doing tonight?
Okay, first of all, I'm going to move this rug over so I can stand.
I'll move it.
All right, over. There we go. Okay, what we're fixing tonight is called Yo Mama's banana pudding.
I love your mama's banana pudding. That's
Now,
what.
this recipe comes from one of my dear friends, Paula Dean. We're just like that. Not really. But I made this recipe a few years ago. The family loves it. So almost every Christmas, Easter, holiday, whatever, I make this also. Okay, now you just need to stay out of that. No. And so what it is, it's a lot of good goody stuff. It's a banana pudding that you've never had before.
I think yours is better than Paula Dean's. I'll just be honest with you.
You haven't had this is Paula Dean's recipe.
I know.
What do you know? Do you even know Paula Dean?
I've seen her once, twice on television.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
But
All right.
I think you're better.
Here we go. Oh, I forgot. You talk. I gotta get the dish. That's the most.
So we're gonna have Paula Dean's banana pudding tonight, and I'm gonna be the one leading this charge.
No,
So
you're not. Okay, over you go. All right, you start out with a 9 by 13 dish, okay? And the first thing you do, all right, these are precious. These are called Chessman cookies by Pepperidge Farm. They're hard to find. We had to go to 3 stores to find what I got here. And but this
tell
makes
them about that. Tell them I found them for you.
he did.
We
He
found them at
Googled.
the drugstore.
I went to 2 stores.
We found them at the drugstore. Walgreens drugstore.
Did you ask me to tell it, or he just keeps... Okay, we found them at the drugstore. Now then, here's what you do. What makes them Chessman is that the cookie is designed, if you've never had one, I hope they're not all cracked.
These are like medicine.
They all have on them different sketches of what the chess players look like. Get
That'd be a cross.
The chess game. So what you do is these are beautiful. All right, let me get going here. Okay, so the first thing you do is you take these and put them in the bottom of your pan. Look at all these different, I made this for my neighbor one time. And, well, I didn't make it for them. I had so much that I made, I decided I'm going to take over some to Cheryl. And I did. And when she saw these cookies, because you put them again on top, when she saw these cookies, she just could not believe how beautiful they were and wondered if I had done them. No. And so all right, we keep going here. We got the horse, we got I don't even know anything about chess, so I can't tell you. All right. See the crown? I don't know what that thing is. Another crown. See? Okay, they're beautiful. The horsey. Now here's where you come in, which I don't like this part. It's trying to fit them in decent. So I may not do as nice as I normally do just to get that. Yeah. Okay, let's get this. All right, so, whoops, so, yeah, here we go. We're just going to crunch them in here. Here we go. There we go. Okay, we're good. That's fine. Now you got that. Then the next thing you do is you get your green bananas.
Why green?
Well, I didn't know I was going to fix this soon. And so I just, yeah. But that's good. They're not overripe and mushy. So you slice your bananas.
Bananas are good for you, aren't they?
Uh-huh.
What do they have in them?
Sugar. They have magnesium.
And so...
No, potassium. You know what? Let me do this.
So it's like a vitamin, isn't it?
So I like chunky bananas. You use between 4 or 6 bananas according to what you like. You know, I could have had these already done.
You could ask me to do these if you want.
Okay. You could do the next 2 or 3. Should I have done that?
Wow. So you fill that whole thing up with
Well, you cut, yeah, you want to...
with bananas. This is a healthy dish, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It
Yeah.
certainly is.
One of the healthier Christmas dishes.
Yes, yes. Wait till
I
you
love
see what
this.
we put on top.
Plus, it's got the crown.
Yeah, it's...
Crown of Jesus.
it's
It's got
spiritual.
the cross of Jesus.
Yeah.
On the
I'll tell you,
cookies
I didn't
there.
realize I was making such a spiritual dish.
Yeah. It's really good.
Yeah. So you can see here, I need another...
Where did you learn to do this?
Yo Mamas. I just scammed
I
the
didn't know my mama did this for you.
No, she didn't. I made a banana pudding with the wafers and all that kind of stuff. And then I saw this recipe and I thought, I'll just try this. I mean, it's a little more work, but good golly, is it delicious. And you won't make another pudding until you do this. Okay, I am so sorry. I should have had these done.
Why do you cut the ends off?
I don't like that black thing on there. I don't know what that is. Okay, here we go. Whoops.
Do you know where bananas come from?
Where do they come from, babe?
From a banana tree.
And you know what? You really think that's funny, don't you? You know, one thing about Wes, he says anything, and if he thinks it's funny, he enjoys himself. He just, hear him over here laughing? From a banana tree. And so, you know what, as I think of Christmas, I was talking to Wes this morning about memories I have of how we, our family didn't do too much together, but at Christmas time, we went out and cut a tree down out on a tree farm, and we came back, had hot chocolate, set the tree up, decorated it together. Dad would always have music going. And, but what was on Christmas Eve night, this is what I remember the most. I remember we didn't go to church or acknowledge God, but at Christmas, Dad and Mom would be very tender about, and sometimes Dad would have me read the Christmas story. But that was very seldom.
Which one did you read?
In Luke.
Oh, that's the good one.
And so he would put on Christmas music, like Silent Night, Oh Come All Ye Faithful, and we would have the lights off. He'd make us hot chocolate. He and Mom had a different type drink. And
I can see your dad brushing away a tear or two.
oh yeah, he would. He'd get very emotional about it, especially when Silent Night came on. And I would think, now Dad, we don't even go to church. What's up? But that's what I remember, is how tender.
That
and
probably all came from his childhood experience of going to church when he was a young boy.
That's
Because
true.
I know your grandparents were churchgoers.
Yes, they were. My granddad taught Sunday school. My grandmother made sure when we spent the weekend with them that we were in church, and we went to Sunday school. And so I had a little input going on. But Dad was very involved in church as a young man, as a young boy. So was my mom. But anyway.
So you had regular Christmas traditions that you kind of followed every year. So what did you do on Christmas Eve?
Just what I said. That's when we sit around the tree. Oh, yeah. Mom would fix a nice dinner.
What would your mom usually fix?
Oh gosh, my mom was such an excellent cook. I can't remember. It wasn't a tradition meal, but it was always good.
Yeah.
And okay, dudes, we're gonna stop.
Now what happens?
Now the goodies start. Maybe I'll just throw these in here. Why not? Wes, you want a bite? No, you don't. Okay. Deck a house with bells. Okay, the next step, I'm gonna wash my hands. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the milk and pudding mix and blend it well. And then, okay, so let me get the milk. We use 2 cups of milk. I buy 2%. You can use whole milk or whatever you want. So we're going to take 2 cups of milk. Okay, there we go. Then
You only put 1 in there.
no, that's a 2-cup holder.
Oh.
That's why I use it. Okay,
I thought it was helping you there, but I guess I didn't.
you're all right.
What is that?
Okay, this is instant vanilla Jello pudding.
I love Jell-O.
Okay, and it's important to get the 5-ounce package, which is the largest one. It's important to get the instant because you want it to thicken up pretty fast.
So get the large one and get the instant and get the vanilla.
Very good. And good luck finding all this stuff during the holidays.
Yeah.
Note to self, buy all your stuff before 2 weeks out from Christmas.
Yeah, we were out looking last night.
Okay, here we go. So now you're going to beat this. And I'm going to get it all over me.
How long do you do that?
Till it thickens up. I thought I got it big enough there. I'm going to move it back down here. It's already...
So is there a certain
Good
speed?
Lord. What?
Certain speed you run this on?
Well, it looks like I'm about to slow it down. I'm trying to go fast because I think I'm losing too much time.
Yeah.
But by going faster, I'm making such a mess. All right, so you blend this really well, and you want to get it. You want to not get it just thick, but you want it thickened enough so that it's not runny when you put it on in your dish. And that's why we use instant. And it does taste good. You can even use the French vanilla instant Jell-O if you like. You know what I love about Christmas also is my family. That we're going to be able to get together one night this next week, and I've already written each one, asking them what would you like for Christmas dinner. And they usually have 2 or 3 things each. And I got it all written out. And that's what we're going to do. I love cooking a dinner for them. I love cooking their favorites. And this year we're gonna have an extra guest with us. His name is Banjo. That's the newest member of the Chad Dupin family. And what a fun doggy he is. Okay, so, you know, I can get emotional. I'm not going to though, about Christmas, because I was just thinking this morning, pretty much of my family, my immediate family is gone. And that's sad to me. All right, let's blend well. Another bowl, we're going to combine our cream cheese, you know, Philadelphia cream cheese, one. You wanna make sure it's softened when you put it in, don't take it straight from the fridge. And so, I'm going to, oh, listen to that song. That was Lou Sunday, remember?
I remember that. You know,
And the whole band.
I say I watch his fingering, but he is so fast with his fingering, you really have to concentrate. And I love watching all the band. I love watching Justin. I love watching John over there, and Scotty and Sam on the drums.
And Scotty on the drums, yes. And
listening to Peggy and Carly sing.
And Craig
at the piano. Man, he was going Sunday. I mean, fast. Very fast.
These guys are just amazing. They make, okay, here we go. Let me get having a little difficult time here. Where's my pace makes waste, right? There we go. Okay, now then you've put in one. Now you're going to, could you not eat this whole can? We're going to put in a can of Eagle Brand, all right? And we're going to mix it up. All righty. Excuse me, Santa. All right, so we're going to pour in the whole can of Eagle Brand. What's great about this, it has no calories. It's just yummy, delicious, sweet, wonderful stuff. And it's pretty caloric free.
You know, just to look at that.
If you believe that, oh, I'm out of the picture.
It looks like mashed potatoes and gravy.
What? I don't know where you come from sometimes.
From my mom's womb.
Oh, good gosh. All right. So we finished this.
You know where Jesus came from?
I'm not sure where you're going. You kind of...
Think about it.
I'm thinking about this right now. All right. You want to open that? Never mind. Never mind. We're good. All righty. We're going to mix this now. Get ready. Put the baby in. Here we go. All right. Alrighty.
So what do you look for?
I see a few little lumps, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. You want this real smooth, just because it's gonna be a part of your topping. Right now, it calls for a 12-ounce container of Cool Whip.
I could eat that whole thing.
They don't make 12 ounces. They make
I love Cool
eight
Whip.
and this is, excuse me, I've got a, this is 16 ounces and I need 12. So I'm gonna put most of it in here. Here we go. Wes loves whipped cream. Let's see, I think that's got
I could just eat that bowl.
We'll just guess it. Let me see, what do I got left in here? Let's put it, okay. Now then, we're gonna mix this up. You would like to lick the spoon, wouldn't you, Wes?
Mm-hmm.
No, get that hand away. No, I gotta stir with this. Here we go. All right, so now you're mixing, you're adding your whipped cream to your cream cheese and Eagle brand mixture. This is so yummy. Let me gather this around for a little bit, get down in the bottom. See how we're doing. Oh.
And why are you doing that?
Because I checked to see if
When are you finished with that spoon?
I'll give it to you in just a minute. See, it's not mixed. Okay, so.
So it needs to be mixed some more?
Yeah. The heavier parts on the bottom, the whipped cream's on the top.
Yeah. Are you finished with that spoon?
No. You know what I'm going to do to save time? You know what I'll do for you, Wes? What is your favorite Christmas memory, guys, as you're watching this? And what are you doing this Christmas? And I think about, I get really focused on family, and then I think about those who are alone or maybe not able to, have a nice Christmas or be with family.
I think it's cool for families to have little rituals they do.
Yeah.
I know our kids do that. I know Michael is real particular about having certain things on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. She writes a letter to every one of the kids.
Yes, she does.
And gives that as part of the Christmas season, the Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, and they open their letters and it tells about their love and how important they are to Jesus. So you get that pretty thick, don't you?
Yes, it's wonderful. Okay, so for the whipped topping into the cream cheese, that's what we did. Okay, now we're going to take this over here to this bowl, and we're going to combine it. And here we go. I wish you could just lick the spoon on this thing. Man, it's delicious. A lot of times when we think about Christmas, I'm going to talk about myself, I get wrapped up with family and ideas, because sometimes we think, we forget the Christmas story. We've heard it all our lives, but this Christmas is really special. Think about it. We didn't get to have Easter at church. We were closed. And we should praise.
First time in our 31 years.
Yes. And I was just praising God last Sunday. Thank you for Daybreak being able to be open. Thank you for all these churches around our area that are able to
be open. I see every Sunday more and more Daybreakers are coming back to church. And I got to tell you
that's awesome, isn't it?
It is awesome. And I can tell you every pastor in the country
that's right.
is encouraged when they see their people coming back now. And now the vaccine is coming out.
Yep.
That's like a Christmas gift, Claudia.
It sure is.
And
I think of California. Clint doesn't have a building to do church in. They wouldn't allow him if he did. And we are so blessed in Michigan to be able to have church and to be able, we have our mask on, we sanitize before, during, and afterwards each service, and then we just present Jesus.
We've kind of made the adjustments, haven't we?
Yeah.
You and I have traveled all over the world, and when we've seen some of the places that their freedoms have been taken away, and yet we have many.
Excuse me, I'm going to have to start this.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
We've had many of our freedoms kind of checked on, but truthfully, we have an abundance of freedoms that much of the world does not have. There's a lot of mixing that goes into this, isn't there?
Yes, it's just not, you know what, I don't like what this is doing either. I'm going to do this myself.
So this takes a while to do, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're almost done though now. Once this gets mixed up, okay, I'm doing this myself.
So you got to be patient with your mama's banana
pudding. When you're cooking on your own, I feel a little rushed because of time, excuse me. So what I'm gonna go do here, guys, see how beautiful this is?
It is beautiful.
Now see though, that down here at the bottom.
I just kind of want to lay my face in it or put my hands into it.
I can't believe. Okay, well, back on the home ranch here where we're stirring it.
That looks so delicious.
You could just eat this on your own.
I know. You could just
But
put
you
it.
don't want to leave out the cookies
You could
and the
put it in
bananas.
a little bowl.
Okay. Let's make sure. Let me look at the bottom here. Just keep folding it. You don't need an electric mixer. I don't think it does as well. And you know how to fold and switch it over. Okay. Now what we do is we take this and put it on here, okay? And here we go. This makes a very hearty dessert. It's not the pieces have to be huge to accommodate because it's so thick and wonderful. You didn't see that, did you? I didn't. You know, it's one thing about Wes and us cooking. He's had this idea.
It looks like it's going to be really good, Claudia.
It looks like it is. Did you taste it? Wes, you're a nutcase.
What did you say?
No.
What did you say?
Nah, nothing. Okay.
Merry Christmas, Claudia.
Merry Christmas, Wesley. I love you. All right.
You want me to get some of that green sprinkle stuff and put on there?
You know, Wes? Okay, I'm running out of room. Here we go. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Now, don't forget the ingredients. You got your bananas. You got your chessmen cookies.
Do
2
more
bags.
cookies go on top of that?
Yep, 2 bags. And then you got Eagle Brand and Cool Whip. Vanilla pudding instant, remember? Or it wouldn't be this nice and thick. Okay, excuse my finger. We don't want to waste any, do we?
What are you going to do with the spoon?
Well, once I'm done here, I'll give it to you.
You know, my mom, she would always give me the spoons.
What about Ken and Joy?
And if there was any left over, we would share the leftovers with them.
Here's what I'm thinking. Maybe they weren't as involved with the food as you were.
I was.
Uh-huh. Here you go. You want it? Well, I'll lay it right here. There we go. Okay, now then. I could only find 1 bag, which is just perfect. This is the chessmen cookies, but at Christmas time, they put out Christmas chessmen. These are shortcake cookies, just like the first layer I put on. And so they're beautiful too. They got the Christmas theme. I thought you said you were gonna open these for me. Okay, all right, let's hustle here. In fact, I'll just do a couple of cookies and you'll get the idea. And we can be done with this so that we can move ahead. Can't get them out. All right. Here's a wreath. Here's holly. Here's a bell. Here's a Christmas tree. Here's a candy cane. Isn't this cool?
Yeah, let's do the whole thing.
No, so what you do is you continue all the way down, of course, and then you just put some foil over it and refrigerate it until you're ready to serve it. And you just use a spatula, cut you a square and serve. And it's delicious. It lasts a couple of 3 days in the fridge, if there's any left. And so, there we are. Merry Christmas from Claudia's Kitchen.
All right, it's time to go to worship.
Yeah.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. Don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I don't need to hang my stocking there upon the fireplace. Santa Claus will make me happy with a toy on Christmas Day. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. I won't ask much for this Christmas. I won't even wish for snow. I'm just gonna keep on waiting underneath the mistletoe. I won't make a list and send it to the North Pole for Saint Nick. I won't even stay awake to hear those rainbows ring their flip. 'Cause I want you here tonight, holding on to me so tight. What more can I do? Baby, all I want for Christmas is you. All the lights are shining so brightly everywhere, and the sound of children's laughter fills the air. Everyone is singing, I hear those sleigh bells ringing. Santa, won't you bring me the one I really need? Won't you please bring my baby to me? I don't want a lot for Christmas. This is all I'm asking for. Just wanna see my baby standing right outside my door. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. Baby, all I want for Christmas
The mood is right, the spirit's up. We're here tonight, and that's enough. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. The party's on, the feeling's here that only comes this time of year. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. The choir of children sing their song. Ding dong, ding We're simply having a wonderful Christmas time. We're simply having a wonderful Christmas time. The word is out about the town to lift a glass. Oh, don't look down. We're simply having a wonderful Christmas time. The choir of children sing their song. They practiced all year long. Ding dong, 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 dong, dong. The party's on, the spirit's up. We're here tonight, and that's enough. We're simply having a wonderful Christmas time. 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 Come on, everybody, stand up. Sing this together. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, guiding sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Christ by highest heaven adored, Christ the everlasting Lord. Light and life to all he brings, risen with healing in his wings. While he lays his glory by, born that men no more may die. Born to raise the sons of earth, born to give a second birth. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Glory to the King. Glory to the King. Yeah, come on, sing it. Glory to the King. Glory to the King. Yeah. Glory to the King. Glory to the King. Yeah. Glory to the King. Glory to the King, yeah. Glory to the King. Glory to the King, yeah. Glory to the King. Glory to the King, yeah.
Love incarnate, love divine. The star and angels gave the sign. Bow to babe on bended knee. The Savior of humanity. Unto us a child is born. shall reign forevermore. Noel, Noel, come and see what God has done. Noel, Noel, the story of amazing love, the light of the world given for us. Son of God and Son of Man, there before the world began, born to suffer, born to save, born to raise us from the grave. Christ the everlasting Lord, He shall reign forevermore. Noel, Noel, come and see what God has done. Noel, Noel, the story of amazing love, the light of the world given for us. Noel. Come and see what God has done. The story of amazing love, the light of the world given for us. If my heart could tell a story, if my life would sing a song, if I have a testimony, if I have anything at all, no one ever cared for me like Jesus. His faithful hand has held me all this way. And when I'm old and gray and all my days are numbered on the earth, let it be known, in you alone my joy was found. Oh, my joy, my joy. Let my children tell their children. Let this be their memory, that all my treasure was in heaven, and you were everything to me. No one ever cared my joy was found. I found my joy. I'm still in love. You're still enough for me. Still all I want. You're still my everything. I'm still in love. You're still enough for me. Still all I want. You're still my everything. No one ever cared for me like Jesus. His faithful hand has held me all this way. And when I'm old and gray and all my days are numbered on the earth, let it be known in you alone my joy was found.
I always love Christmas time because of the music.
Oh, yeah.
And just listening to our band and worship team lead us in great Christmas music. I love it. Don't you guys love it? Doesn't it do something for your heart? I mean, it just livens you up.
Takes you on a journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know that some of you are single. I know some of you, Christmas doesn't always bring the best memories, but still, can be some things that really bless you. So I thought we would just take a moment here and pray before we go any further. Lord, I want to thank you for the Advent season.
Yes.
I want to thank you for Christmas. I want to thank you for a country that allows us to say Merry Christmas. I want to thank you for a country that will allow us to put a manger scene out in our yard. Lord, thank you. And now we just ask that you will bless the next part of our evening here. And, you know, I'm just thinking of some people that we've just run into that have physical needs.
Yes.
Some people that have just been diagnosed this very day with cancer.
Yes.
And some that have lost members of their family. And Lord, we pray for people that are hurting today, especially those with COVID, those that have lost members of their family because of COVID. We pray for the doctors and the nurses. And God, thank you so much for the vaccine. We know that this is not something that easily was invented, but it was because of you, Lord, and we give you the praise. And now we ask that you'll bless the next part of our evening. Amen.
Amen.
I cannot wait to taste this.
Well,
No excuses.
the excuse is that we didn't refrigerate it along, so it's just kind of like.
But they don't know that. They don't
the
know.
taste is still great.
So you put it in the refrigerator for how long?
Well, you know, till you serve dessert. But
I love this.
I know. Okay.
This is one of the best. You got to try this.
Oh, they will. Yes.
You got to try this one.
Yo Mama's banana
It
pudding.
is so healthy.
Or you could say Yo Wes and Claudia's banana pudding.
Your Advent.
Oh. I
Yeah.
think we should stop eating and teach.
Yeah. Okay. We've been talking about the Advent wreath. And just very quickly, a little bit of review here. May I have some of your drink?
Sure. That's what happens.
We
when you
try
eat
not to
half a
pass
gallon
any
of
diseases on to each other.
banana pudding. You know, I had somebody from Daybreak tell me what they enjoy about these times together is
What?
how much you eat while you're trying to teach. But see, now we're over here and the
They're
food's
saying that
over
about
there.
you?
No.
Me?
And,
Moi?
Moi.
Well, they're confused.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what happened.
I don't either. There's problems there.
Because you take petite bites, you don't get
I
choked.
do. I take very petite bites. Well, back to the Advent wreath. I think traditions are good for every family, and this is one of those traditions. You say, well, where did this come from? Well, the word Advent comes from the word Adventus, which is a Latin word, means his coming. And in the 3rd and 4th century, they started talking about the Advent season. In other words, Jesus is coming, and they wanted to celebrate that. But it wasn't until 1839 in Germany, there was a German minister that was working at a children's home, and he thought this would be a great thing to do for the kids. And so he got the wheel of a cart. I don't know what happened to that cart after he removed the wheel.
Well, I think it's pretty creative.
He took the cart of a wheel, and then he lined up 24 little red candles around it. 24.
Now, are you surprised they had red candles back then?
Yeah, I am.
You know?
I am. They had remote cars too and things like that, and radios. But in 1839, this German Lutheran minister, he lines up these 24 red candles, and then in the center he put one main candle for Christmas. And so what they would do each day of December, they would light one candle until
it's beautiful.
oh, it's beautiful.
I wonder how they kept it from catching on fire.
Well, I don't know. So here we are. We've got kind of our fancy one here, but I look at this one, and it's later on they begin to take on their own look, and you can make up whatever you want here. But the pine cones here, remember what these?
No.
These represents new birth. You have
the seed.
You have the pine cone seed in here, and then you've got holly and the berries. You remember those?
The blood.
Right, the blood of Christ over here is a little more.
Yeah.
The green is
Life.
eternal life.
I'm doing pretty good.
And the circle represents God, eternal
Yes,
God.
eternal life.
And then we've got these 4 candles, and then there's one in the center, which we will light for our Christmas. But you're wondering about the colors, and I'll just very quickly tell you. This sort of, what color is this? Is purple?
Purple.
Represents royalty, the royalty of Christ. And so last week we talked about hope, and this candle is thought of as the prophet's candle. We talked about the prophet Isaiah, and he was one of those who prophesied. And tonight we're going to light one more.
Cool.
And this purple candle represents what?
Faith.
Faith, very good. And this is thought of as Bethlehem's candle.
Oh.
What's coming. And so that's what this one is right here.
All right.
So I want you to read another Old Testament prophet
Okay.
by the name of
Micah.
Micah. That's a great name. We have a Micah in our church.
He was born the same day our Claire Bear was born.
That's right.
Same hospital.
And this guy,
Same doctor.
Micah,
Yes.
Micah is the one that runs one of the cameras that you watch Daybreak Live.
That's
He does
right.
our whole camera team does
They
a
are
great job.
amazing.
So
Yes.
read to us this.
We are in chapter 5 of Micah. We're going to start with the 2nd verse and read through to the 5th.
And I may stop you along the way.
Why, certainly, I wouldn't expect anything different. But you, O Bethlehem Ephrathah,
I was not even going to use
Thank
that
you.
word because it is so hard to pronounce. So
thank you. You
let's
made it better for me.
let's start
My
over.
southern tongue doesn't do
Let's
it.
start all over and skip that one.
Okay.
That's like Hudsonville, Michigan.
Okay.
Bethlehem.
Ephrathah.
Okay, there you go.
Ephrathah.
You don't even need to say it.
Oh, yes, sir.
No.
Yeah. Okay, but you, O Bethlehem, are only a small village among all the people of Judah. We've been there.
Yes.
Amazing. Yet a ruler of Israel will come from you.
Think of that for a
Look at
moment.
that. How many years?
750
Yeah,
years
yeah.
before, Micah is prophesying that there is going to be a ruler that is going to be born. Where?
Bethlehem.
The house of.
But he's coming for you, Beth. But he's coming for you.
That's the first time.
Yes. All right. I lose my place. Yet a ruler of Israel will come from you. one whose origins are from the distant past. The people of Israel will be abandoned to their enemies until the woman in labor
And you know why
gives
they were
birth.
abandoned?
Yeah, they didn't honor God.
That's right. They turned their back on God.
Yes.
Which is a great reminder to where we're at today. Have we turned our back on God?
We certainly have.
Well, let's go ahead and read. He abandoned them. He just let them go in their own way.
Then at last his fellow countrymen will return from exile to their own land, and he will stand to lead his flock with the Lord.
Who's he talking about?
He's talking about Jesus.
Talking about Jesus.
In the majesty of the name of the Lord his God. Then his people will live there undisturbed, for he will be highly honored around the world, and he will be the source of peace.
There you go.
That's beautiful.
And that is one of our upcoming candles is peace.
Yeah.
But last week we talked about the hope of the world is the coming Jesus.
That's right.
And tonight we're talking about the faith.
Faith.
We have faith. And Micah spoke to these people, wrote these words in faith that Jesus is coming. Claudia, I came across this from Dietrich Bonhoeffer. You know who Dietrich?
Oh, I certainly
Who
do.
is he?
He was a German-born young man that had a strong faith in God during the time of the Second World War. And he paid a dear price with his life. But I'm going to go.
Yeah, Hitler took his life
That's
because
right.
of his strong faith, and he
Yeah.
would keep preaching the good news. Here's what he said. The celebration of Advent, that's where we're at, we're celebrating that, is possible only to those who are troubled in soul, And by the way, Sunday, that's one of the things I want to talk about is this part of our soul and how important it is that is in connection with God. And then he said, who know themselves to be poor and imperfect, and who look forward to something greater to come. And that's just what Micah said. And that's what the Advent wreath is all about, the coming Jesus. Now, we know that baby Jesus has already come. And now we read in the New Testament his second coming. And it's so important that we know him. So tonight, we're talking about faith. We have faith, and we celebrate that tonight. So I just think it's great that you've joined us here, and we'll be back with you next Wednesday night. Don't forget to come to our Sunday service.
This Sunday, get lit. It's just an amazing service that's planned. Our children are going to be highly involved, and they get a photo op with Mr. Santa Claus. But the message and the music you will love. Yeah, it's great.
It will be great. And most of the service is going to be music, so you're going to love it. And then I'm going to bring just a very short message about light.
Yes.
And lighting the soul.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I really encourage you, if you've not been to Daybreak, back to Daybreak, to come. We haven't been together since Easter, and we miss you.
We do miss you.
And you come with your mask.
Yeah, wear it.
Everything's sanitized, and join us, and let's have community and celebrate
That's
Christmas
right.
together.
That's right.
All right?
Let me just have a moment of prayer. God, thank you so much for this evening. I want to thank you for the banana pudding. I want to thank you for the many people that have joined us here tonight who are celebrating this Advent season together. Thank you for the worship, the band, the vocal team. And now, dear God, I pray as we move toward Christmas that our hearts will be totally in celebration of you, and that we will lift your name up high, and that we will praise you. I look at these purple candles, which represents your royalty. You are the King. And Lord, if there be a person that has not made you the King of their lives, may even now they just say, Jesus, I want you to be the King of my life. Amen. Hey, thank you for joining us tonight. God bless you, and spread a little cheer.
We'll see you
Yeah,
Sunday.
spread a little cheer. I'm going to get back.
Oh, you're going to get back to
I'm going to
the
get back to this for a moment to give myself
small bites. There.
a little bit of cheer.
Uh-huh.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Almost.
In a few days.
God bless you.